Hey Kelsey, how you doing? Oh, this is looking very good. Okay, I think you're doing a great job. But you keep on making these adjustments, and it just shows that you're really interested in getting this done. And I think that's really important. And it tells you, and you can tell. But I do still have a couple comments. You got what I was saying about the justified last paragraph, right? Last type column. There's some things there. The type is set pretty well, but you still have some weird spacing in some areas. Specifically, right? Look at these spaces right here. So those are going to have to be adjusted. Look at this kerning right here. Look how deep that, I mean, look how narrow that is. Those letters are touching almost unreadable. So these paragraphs really need to be adjusted. I've got some good settings if you want me to share them with you. I think I already sent them to you, didn't I? If I didn't, let me know and I can share those with you. But try it yourself and do some research, see if you can find some settings that will take care of these. If not, I can help you out. Page mechanics is good. Let me just do a couple of things. Okay, there's some inconsistencies. You got a drop cap on all of your paragraphs, but the opening paragraph, which is really where you want it. You don't want to start paragraphs with, and just let the paragraph flow. You don't have to indicate new paragraphs with bold letters or drop caps. Drop cap is a technique that's best used on the opening paragraph. I'm going to suggest this. I guess this is a deck, or is this the valley of meandering? I don't know if this is the first paragraph. I'm not real sure what this is, but I would say if this is a deck, this is what we do with a deck. Just increase the type a little bit, okay? You don't need these lines at all. Increase the type a little bit. Keep it the same width as this two-column type spread, and move it up here underneath the headline. Okay, that way you're not making the viewer jump from here to here, then over to here to start the column. What you want to do is move the peaches down a little bit, or move the peaches up, and I'm going to say move them down. Move this whole thing down. Get that deck underneath here. Forget the drop cap. Just start it. Use a larger typeface for that. Then the deck is just an introduction. It's not the beginning of the story. So and then you can use your drop cap here. Drop cap. I say drop it. I say don't let it rise above the cap line. Just drop it in three or so spaces. Okay, this one is see how it's kind of halfway in and halfway out. So it's kind of weird. It's strange. Plus you're using a serif drop cap with a sans serif typeface, which is a really super interesting technique. I love it. But let's get rid of that word in serif, and then let's just go ahead and use the drop cap as it's designed to do, and you don't have to do those other accoutrements. Okay. Other than that, I think you're looking good. The folio is good, but yeah, you don't need that rule down there. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm seeing a lot of horizontal rules, and I'm seeing a tendency to want to put things in boxes. Let them breathe with the page. Let your elements breathe with the page. It's not like a drawer where everything has to go in these little compartments, in this box here, and in this line here, and then in this space here. Let the page breathe with itself. Let each of these elements, let them work with each other. Okay? Think about it. Good job. I think you still have another piece up here, so let's take a look. Okay, yeah, here we are, white stripes. Looking good. Okay, let's see, page 2. Okay. Very good. Good. Mechanics is good. Page setup is good. Let's talk about the type. Okay, your center panel. These lines are too long. Now think about 2 columns here, and that would definitely rectify all these weird spaces here. Like you don't want to try to use a word wrap. Only works with justify type. It just doesn't work with rag type. Okay, so what I would suggest doing is really getting a nice, solid presentation and typographic consistency throughout. This is a different typeface than this. Is that on purpose? And that are these the same? It's just really difficult to tell. I want you to look back at all of our typographic grid and all of the things we've learned. You know, rags and indent. You know, all of that stuff. Because a lot of stuff here is just, it's really unusual. This is a center alignment with a text wrap. That's really highly unheard of. So I think I would suggest that you just go ahead and just try to set this type, okay, the way that we've been talking about. Remember, 3 lines for an indent, not this full eight or so lines. And then, you know, using your drop caps and pull quotes and, well, not necessarily pull quotes, but I just think that your character count might be a little too long here as well. You know, alignment, things like alignment. Let me Command R this and pull I want to pull a guide out to your cap line right here. And that's pretty good. Actually, that's pretty good alignment. Good job. Okay, so anyways, I guess my main problem here is this area right here. This is center type with a text rep. That's not working. Justify this type. I would go 2 columns right here, justify that type, and then pull your indents in, get a good solid space between your little subhead and your the start of your paragraph, both sides. Okay, and then I don't know about this. This is, I mean, that line is going to be implied anyways. That's called a gutter. So I would just go ahead and stay consistent with your left aligned rag right here and here in both columns. And you might as well stick with that format, pull that over, and really give this some solid consistency and some really good hierarchy. Okay, just keep working. You're doing great. Good job on your color selections. Good job on your conversions. Though I do see skin tone there. So this is not a true duo tone, as it were. This is. Okay, makes sense? Any questions at all, please give me a holler. Thanks for taking sorry for taking so long. And thanks for getting everything complete. Good job.